Oh my God, I bet you would love that shoved in your cake hole. Eating leftover barbecue that tastes this good should be illegal. In this video, I'm going to show you how to store and reheat leftover barbecue. So just sit right back, grab a drink or two, and let's get into it. We shouldn't have to do this every time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, like, comment, share. It helps. I can hear the puzzled question now. People asking, what is leftover barbecue? You've taken the time to cook a big feast, or you have a small family and you don't think it's worthwhile cooking a whole brisket, a Boston butt, or in this case, a lamb shoulder that you've turned into pulled lamb. That fly's doing my head in. Aha! How'd you survive that? Prepare to meet your maker. You can store leftovers so they are exactly like when you cook them fresh, and they will still be super tasty and moist. Smart, but true. I'm going to show you how to store and reheat food properly using this 2 kilogram lamb shoulder I smoked and then pulled. That now only weighs in at 900 grams after you remove the bones and everyone had a feed. Remember, when smoking meat, you can lose up to 30% of the initial meat weight. So factor that in when you're cooking for a big group. Firstly, we need to portion out the serving sizes, and you'll need some kitchen scales for this. The recommended serving suggestion of meat is 150 grams per serve. What in the hell is this crap? I need more than that. It's true, and I have 4 in my family, but we prefer to store ours in double serves because we don't always eat together. Firstly, we're going to weigh it all by adding a receptacle to the scales and cancelling the weight of that receptacle by pressing the tar button. This cancels out anything that's already on the scales, like this bowl. And now you can add all your food, weigh it, and know exactly how much you have. And if you've been playing along, you'd know this is 900 grams already. And I'm just going to weigh these out as 300 gram double servings and then pop them aside. If I end up with an odd amount left over, I'll just make the quantities a little bit bigger. Or I'll make one larger serving, or I'll just eat the rest. It's your call, really. You can make the portion sizes larger if you feel you need to. The only ones that are going to judge you are Weight Watchers. The best way to store food for any length of time is to use a vac sealer. And you can buy pre-sized bags or rolls of bag that you can cut to whatever size you want. When storing anything with juice, I prefer to go with the rolls that you can cut to your own size, and I prefer to cut them a bit bigger than I need them. Now I only need this much, but I cut it double like that, and you'll see why a bit later. Placing the bags into the vac sealer and locking them into place. And then seal one end of each bag by using the seal only function. Then just release the bags, and now we can write on them and what we're about to put into them. Now just write down the date, the weight, and the food or protein that you are storing. Understandably, it's easier to write on the bags when they're empty. And now we're just placing the portions into the bags. And now we just want to flatten out the meat as best as you can. As the thinner you make them, the more you can store in your fridge or freezer, and it helps when reheating them. So now place the open end of the bag into the vacuum sealer and lock it into place. Select the food function of moist. Everyone's jumping on the moist bandwagon now. Haha, smutty. And now you'll select vac and seal. The juices will start getting sucked up the bag. The vac sealer stops, lets those juices settle, and then starts again and seals the bag. And this is the very reason why I make my sealer bags longer for food that is moist. Not really smut, is it? More informative. Then once all your food is sealed up, put it aside, let it cool down, and put it in the freezer or in the fridge, but only if you plan on using it within 2 weeks. By vacuum sealing cooked meat, you can extend its storing life in the freezer by a couple of years. Today, I'm showing you how to properly store leftover barbecue meat. And I'm also going to show you how to reheat it so it feels and tastes like fresh barbecue. And all up, this is going to take less than 10 minutes out of your life. Or for those of you who like to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 1 beer video. Cheers! Look, if you think you can down more than 1 beer during the length of this video, bravo to you. It's time to reheat some leftover barbecue. Whether the vacuum sealed meat is from the fridge or the freezer, the heating up process is exactly the same. Grab a large pot, add some water, boil the water, take it off the heat, adding a bag of fully sealed meat, and make sure it's fully submerged. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, counting down.
10 minutes up, get the bag out of the hot water. Cut open one end and then enjoy leftover barbecue like you cooked it today. And then you can just make barbecue food within minutes. If it hasn't dawned on you already, you can store so much more flat packed meat like this when you go camping. Boil up a pot of water and you'll be eating like a king no matter where you're camping.